Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you yet again with another video, and today we've got Johnny Lightning themed 164 diecast 2-pack 2022 release 3 that is not even out yet, and it is 2023. These should be out in February. These are available right now for pre-order at autoworldstore.com. These were sent to me by Round 2 Corp to show to you in detail. They've already kind of shown them on the Round 2 for You video, which you can check that out on their YouTube channel to see everything that is coming out as of right now. And but we're going to go ahead and pull these out. We're going to actually open them. We're going to actually take a look in detail at the castings and stuff like that. We're going to talk about them for a little bit, and hopefully you enjoy. So, they're 2-packs, themed 2-packs. These show up, I believe they show up at Walmart for sure. I'm not sure what other retailers they show up at. I know Walmart for sure. I think Myers. But usually if I'm going to get something, you can order it from autoworldstore.com or find them at a hobby dealer. Sometimes that's a little bit easier than trying to hunt these things down because these things fly off the shelves at Walmart for sure. Usually I see maybe one hanging there, but usually they get snapped up pretty quick. So here you go. We're going to start with this first one. We got a version B here first, and then we also have the version A right here. So actually, we'll take a look at the version A, of course, first. So this should be interesting. We've got a 1997 Chevy Tahoe Texas Highway Patrol and a Jeep Cherokee XJ Florida State K9 unit. So let's check it out. Let's take a look at the back of the packaging real quick. This one's in American Heroes, USA. You can read the verbiage there if you'd like. And let's check out that. That's going to show us what else is in the set. The Mr. Norm one is the one that I'm stoked about. These are pretty cool too. There's some heroic facts. 665,000 full-time police officers in the U.S. Dogs have 225 million scent receptors in their noses as compared to, what is that, 5 million? In humans. Interesting. That's kind of a cool little factoid to throw on a Johnny Lightning package. That's one of the things I love about Johnny Lightning, by the way, is the fact that they are fun. It's like a fun brand. Like it's lighthearted. And I really like that. They're not trying to be, I don't know, like so serious. Like some other brands try to be, I think. And so this one, Chevy Tahoe Texas Highway Patrol, and of course the Jeep Cherokee XJ Florida State K9 unit. Shout out to my buddy Angel. He's definitely going to want this Florida one. Look at that. This is actually really cool. I'm not like a Jeep guy, but I do like these older Jeep Cherokees. Does the hood open on this one? I'm not like an expert in all the Johnny Lightning castings, so some of them I don't remember if the hood opens or not. This one like looks like it should, but I don't think it does. But we do have metal base, metal body, and you can see the production date on this. So this was produced back in June of 2022. So I'm not sure what makes these things take so long. I know we've had tons of production delays. All sorts of weird stuff has gone on in the world in the last couple of years, which has, just made everything a little weird. But I don't know, I guess, why it got delayed that much since it was actually produced that long ago. Don't know. Not sure. We may never know. All right. Take a look at some of the details on this Jeep. Looks really good. I like the Florida Highway Patrol livery with the off-white and black. I think it looks kind of tannish, khaki-ish in black. I always liked the way that looked, that color combo. And these are cool because they're actually licensed like police liveries. The next one is Texas. And this is one of my favorite castings from Johnny Lightning is this Chevy Suburban Tahoe whatever casting. And it's really cool. So Texas Department of Public Safety Highway Patrol. Lots of little details in these liveries. They look really good. And we got a light bar up top. We got the brush guard in the front. And this casting's been around for quite a while. This 97 top, copyright date 1999 on the tooling. So that gives you kind of an idea. Perfect wheel choice for this, by the way, as well. This thing looks absolutely fantastic. I'm definitely digging that. Both of these are really cool. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the version B, which we get New York State Police and North Carolina Police. Again, we got some fast facts here. Do we got anything about dogs? Anything about dogs on this one? No. I wonder who gets to decide what facts they put on the package. That would actually be just kind of a fun part of your job right there. Deciding what to put on these facts. Because they do it with Auto World. I mean, the Auto World one's more like probably easier to do because you're really just putting details about the actual vehicle in particular, like the actual version of the car, maybe the paint color of the car, all sorts of stuff of the real car because of the realism of Auto World. Johnny Lightning, they get to get maybe a little more creative with what they put on there, and I'm sure that's a fun time. All right, let's take a look at the Jeep first. State Trooper for North Carolina. This is a good looking Jeep. I've got actually, I think, 2 or 3 older versions of this casting. And I think prior to round 2, like revamping the Johnny Lightning brand and kind of, giving it some rebirth, I think like the Jeeps were like kind of difficult to get a hold of on the secondhand market, and they kind of went for a premium. Maybe less so now because they might be easier to get, but I could tell you that when round 2 took over the brand, Johnny Lightning, or basically, I don't know, you can almost say got it back. It's hard to explain the whole situation with that without going in the weeds here, but they did such a fantastic job with updating these older Johnny Lightning castings and just making them look more up to date and more premium. And this is no exception. This looks absolutely fantastic. So I really like that one. The Police 2-pack is kind of a pleasant surprise for me to enjoy it so much. And then the New York State Trooper. New York State Trooper, very similar livery to Wisconsin State Trooper. The shaded blue is a little bit different, but it's pretty close. Even that like state emblem in the middle looks pretty similar to Wisconsin here, from what I recall. Luckily, I haven't, run into them too much. You know what I mean? All right. So all right, there you go. Really cool. So lots of detail. I love this casting. It's fantastic, and I'm a big fan of it. So I like that's already surprising me for how much I was going to enjoy that one. So I did peek at these before the video. I'm going to save what I think is going to be my favorite for last. And maybe it won't end up being my favorite. I don't know. But then we're going to go with kind of your standard Johnny Lightning muscle stuff here. This Yenko 2-pack, where we're going to have a 2-pack of Camaros. That is the version B you are seeing right now. And then this is the version A. So first of all, do I have these castings already in my collection from the older days of Johnny Lightning? And I know for sure I've got the bottom one. I don't know if I've got the top one, actually. I'd be surprised, though, if I don't. I bet you I have one or two. I actually have a ton of older Johnny Lightning in my collection. One day it would just be fun to kind of like just sift through the archives with you and show this stuff. So, all right, so quick look around the package. Nicely done. Again, we got some Yenko facts. See, these are more specific to the vehicle. Only 201 units of that 69. I think that's the 69. It's hard to see in the packaging there. There you go, yep. And using a recently tooled Stinger hood. Okay, that's the Camaro on the bottom. Recently tooled Stinger hood. So they must have, so that's new. That's got to be new. And that's the other thing. So they have been updating some of these toolings with different hoods and stuff like that. And Johnny Lightning always did that. Like back in the day, They always like made little tooling differences here and there to make it accurate to the year. Instead of just calling it a 1967 or with the trim package or whatever it is, they'll actually tool it in. And that's one thing that's really cool about that. Auto World, of course, does that as well. So we got a 69 and a 67 Camaro. Let's start with the 69. Very, very cool. Actually, my neighbor across the street has a 69 Camaro. It's a beautiful blue, and it's a fantastic looking car. I wonder if they'll ever let me drive it. Probably not. This is a nice color green. Looks really good. Good wheel choice. Rolls really nice. The hood, does the hood open on these ones? I can never remember because I don't really open the hoods on my Diecast all that often just to check it out. It doesn't seem like it wants to open. Like, it looks like it wants to because of the gap around here, but that's probably just because they can do different tooling for the different hoods and add it as a separate piece, but it does not open from what I can tell. This one I'm pretty sure does. I thought it did. Maybe it doesn't. Someone's going to comment that I'm a dummy and just don't know how to open these up. Usually I just bang them on my finger and the things pop open. And if it doesn't do it after that much effort, then sometimes I just give up. But here's the other one. In there. Very nice. Yenko. Very nicely detailed. Really, really cool. So I'm digging that. One thing I like about Johnny Lightning toolings too is they got a lot of detail to them, but there's no like fragile pieces or parts typically. There's not a lot anyway. I mean, we got brush guards and stuff on these ones, but you usually don't have to be super careful with them. So a lot of them you can toss in jammers without any padding or anything like that, and they'll do just fine in there. And that's for us loose collectors, that makes things a lot easier than having to really be careful with them. So that is fantastic. So this one again, the Stinger hood, by the way, is that hood. So probably easier to see on the white one than it will be on the black one. All right, so now we got your classic 69 Camaro in orange and then 67 in black. Right, let's get that opened and take a peek first at the orange one. Very, very cool. How long has this casting been around? Did we look at that? We didn't. Sometimes it's difficult to find a date on the bottom if it's not stamped in, and I don't think it is, so I can't really tell you. So, interesting. I'll try it again. Oh! The hood does open. You can delete your comment. We got it. So the hood does open on that one. That one's just stuck shut. You know what? I'm going to leave it shut because that's just fine. I'm never going to display it with the hood open anyway. It's just the way I am. Some people like to take pictures of it with the hood open and stuff like that. I generally just leave them shut. And then we got this one here. I love the way that the wheels look on this one as opposed to the white one. For some reason, it just looks better to me. The hood open? Yeah, it does. I knew the hood opened on this one. Because I got a version of this where the hood just flops open really easy. But there you go. Okay. Both have opening hoods. Now I'm worried about that Jeep having an opening hood. I know the Tahoe doesn't. The Jeep, though, it looks like it should open. Well, maybe we'll revisit that at the end of the video. All right. Now the one that was my assumption was going to be the most exciting for me to add to the collection, and that is this Mr. Norm one, because these are like, these look like kind of like drag racing cars, stuff like that. And we got some Mopar action. So we got the 64 Dodge 330 and the 71 Dodge Demon GSS. That's version A there. And then this is version B. And since I'm not an old muscle car dude, I don't really know anything about Mr. Norm, but I'll tell you what, we can find out a thing or two by reading a thing or two here. So he was the co-owner of Grand Spalding Dodge, which was the largest Dodge dealership in the world from 63 through 77. He sold more high-performance Dodge vehicles than anyone. Okay, so there you got. That's who he is. Mr. Norm seemed like he was a pretty cool dude, selling some pretty cool stuff. All right, let's get version A open. Get that out of here and check it out. Grand Spalding Dodge. So this is why I want, like, I love these like older, like advertisement kind of like drag racing looking cars. Something about the advertising from this era just looks so cool in comparison to what the modern stuff looks like today. To me. So this is a cool Dodge. It's got that open piece in the hood, like that wedge, whatever. I don't know what they call this. And again, it's me being, you know, am I a car guy? I don't know. Not really, but I am, I guess. I'm not super knowledgeable. All right, so there we go. Hustler. This is really cool. Actually, I like this casting a bit. And this is why I was excited for it, was for this, the top one in both of these packages, because they look really cool. And then the more of like a stock version, this Dodge Demon GSS. I don't think I have this tooling in my collection. When is this from? This feels like it might be an older tool. It's from 1998, playing Mantis. So there you go. Mr. Norm. In purple, this one's got an opening hood, right? Yep. There it is. There's the engine inside. You can barely see it. It's there, trust me. And the back there. Very cool. Yeah, that one's pretty neat in purple. Or what is it, plum crazy or something? I don't know. We don't know. I'll probably say it wrong. Whatever. And then we got the Dodge 330 Tribute and the 1971 Dodge Demon GSS. Advertising used cars in a local newspaper classified ad. Norm shortened his name to Mr. Norm. Due to space limitations, the name stuck and became a signature of his ads. Very cool. All right. Get it open. What is that? Ram Air? Is that what it is? You guys are going to make fun of me. That's all right. That's okay. I can take it. So again, this one would be the one that I was most stoked about because of all the advertising and stuff on the side, and I thought it looked really cool. Let's get a close-up look like that. Mr. Norm, the High Performance King! Grand Spalding Dodge. Chicago, Illinois. Really cool. When's this casting from? Did we look at that? We got the production date there. There's like the tooling number. I think it's an older one too, I think. Got big fat meats in the back. So yeah, these look really cool. I like I said, vintage advertising stuff like this, especially automotive advertising, older stuff, super cool. I'm way into it. And then this, not that I have it all over my house or anything, because my wife would kill me, but you know, as far as for the diecast collection goes, digging anything like that. And then this Dodge Demon casting. And again, the hood opens. This hood's kind of tough to open. I'm not going to force it past there. And it looks pretty good. So I'm going to say my favorite, because we're always going to pick a favorite for these videos. I think this red one's my favorite. The blue one's my second favorite. And then I got to go to the police vehicles. And that's kind of hard to say. I almost like this one the best. And that's surprising because it's a Jeep, and I'm not really a Jeep guy. I mentioned it all the time. But yeah, that is pretty cool. All right, so What do you guys think about these these 2 packs of cars? I think they're pretty awesome. Lots of stuff to look at here, so I think they're pretty sweet. Again, look out for them. I think at your local Walmart typically is where you're going to find the easiest place to find them if you want to wait for that. But or you could just order them right on AutoWorldStore.com and, you know, save the gas, save the stress of trying to find the one you want, and just get them. You know, why not? That's my mantra. Stop driving around if you don't have to. All right. Thank you guys very much, and thank you again, Round 2, for providing the content for this video. I really do appreciate it. You guys have a good one. Check out the Johnny Lightning playlist for more. Have a good day.